This is Jump and Shoot playing Super Smash Bros. Final Fantasy mode, and believe it or not, we do have to go back to Rustboro City. Isn't that great? So we went to Petalburg, then we went to Rustboro, then we went to Granite Cave, then we went to Meteor Falls, and now we're going back to Rustboro. Isn't that great? It sure isn't. Ah! Who are you? Wow! Wow! Ow! You smacked me in the face. Ouch. Ow! You're the trainer from the Philippines before. Oh fuck! Can you help me? Yo, geek! Aye! You gotta help me, please! Whoa! You're the kid trainer right before. Ah! You're not getting in my way again. Did you know that they had to change the poses for Team Magma? To like their finishing pose is like aiming downward, because you see him upward, and the the studio notes were, hey, that looks kind of like a Nazi salute. They probably shouldn't do that, so that's why their new salutes are like pointing downward. You think you could take me? Don't forget me. You think you could take me? Don't forget me. I'll show you what it means to do nothing. Alright, so I have finished watching the Dead Cells cartoon. I'm going to talk about the Dead Cells cartoon, Dead Cells Immortalis. They didn't, I guess the game is kind of open-ended, like in terms of like the lore to use. It's not really in your face a lot, so they do build a story, like a slightly original story, different from the game. Like, I just spent most of my time like enjoying how they tie in certain characters or references to certain things, and they do try to develop this Lara character more, Laura Spaghetti or whatever her last name is. I think by episode, it's only like 10 episodes, and they're like 8 minutes long. I think by episode 3 or 4, they just started swearing uncontrollably, kind of like me, in a pointless way, where, I don't know, just hearing them talk sometimes, it's like, oh, let's go, Laura and the headless guy are gonna go do something, and like, hey, let's ask that old man a question, and they're like, hey, fuckface, where is the nearest bar to go fight people in? Oh, I don't know, why is your friend a prick? It's like, I don't know, why is this guy no fart? Just fuck you, just everybody's just like yelling at each other, swearing, just like, it's weird. It's like, did Vivzy Pop write this? Am I watching Hazbin Hotel now? Like,
oh, are you fucking serious?
Sorry, I can't lie. It's part of my religion.
What kind of bullshit religion is that?
Okay, enough chit-chat. Come back now or else she dies.
Kill her. I don't give a shit. I'm leaving.
Hey, what about the prophecy?
Okay. Like, alright. And it just becomes the apathetic hero show. The collector does appear, and he's cool. And spoilers if you haven't watched it, they do work in. Oh, what the fuck happened? Oh, use Destiny Bond. Oh god. Cool. Nothing of value was lost. They do work in the collector. They do work in that he's like kind of like the final enemy. And the way they work in the Hand of the King is interesting, because the Hand of the King has like 5 minions who do his bidding, and they're like the bosses of the show that Dead Cells guy has to go fight in every other episode. There's like the pinky, there's the index finger, there's the middle finger. They're all like, they have like different names that have to do with the finger. There's like Indexa, Middleus, Pinkizo, Pinko, and then, I don't know, Thumblino. They're all names like that. I didn't really catch any more references to the game that much. Like, it seems like in that first episode, that's when they really went like side scroller. Like, I guess, kind of like how the Mega Man show occasionally referenced the game like that, or Sonic Prime did, or they did those weird like Sonic Advance 3 animation out of nowhere as a flashback, something like that. But what is cool is that it's all still fully animated. They don't suddenly turn into like pixel art style. Another thing is they do use music from the show, or they do use music in the show from the game, which is cool. Like, it just sometimes kicks in. So in every episode they're going to fight like the fingers of the Hand of the King. I didn't have a moment to revive Swampert, but that's okay. We have plenty of other guys to use. I'm feeling like this is a win straight house situation where I'm just gonna fight like a few trainers in a row and I don't get a break. Oh well, your guys are powerful enough by this part in the game to, like, I don't know, tank it. Like, if you're not playing with just one or two guys that are really, I don't want to learn any of your shitty moves, man. God. If you're not playing with like just one or two Pokemon like plowing through the whole game, well, what are you doing? Like, at this point, like, if this is your first Pokemon game, I'm sorry, but if you've been playing Pokemon and you know things, like, you should be fine with like a scenario where you're locked in against some other characters. All right, so what do you have to say? They must have headed for the Moss Deep Space Center. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta go back to Moss Deep Space Center again. And it's not even like you're going to different locations in Hoenn. It's just going back and forth between the same two. Like, oh my god, man. Okay, so I think I still need this guy with Surf. So I can't take out them yet. But I want to put back Groody in. Just because it's another like high level person that I need on my team right now, because this guy is not doing it for me anymore. And actually, I want to say something real quick about this. I was just thinking, like, you should kind of retell the game first and then add, and in whatever post game, then you add the new shit that you want to include. And I think this game does that. Like, just when I thought that, like, it was ruining itself by adding the stuff about the Draconids and Mega Rayquaza and like retconning all the Emerald stuff. Like, it does the base game, and then you know, gives you new stuff to pay attention to, and I think I appreciate that a little more. Like, you get the enhanced experience of Ruby and Sapphire with all these like new features on it, which is all these like convenient new features on it and everything, and that's actually good. Like, it's actually putting it above OG Ruby and Sapphire for me. Just like all the things I have access to in this game, and how I can choose, how I can actually like train my Pokemon right, like invest in their stats right with the super training, use the move tutors in this game, etc., stuff like that. And also just like find the Pokemon I'm looking for better that are in this game. How dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna kill all of you. Oh boy. You know what? That's another fun thing about Horde battles, is that if they have an entrance effect, you have to watch every single entrance effect. Isn't that great? But I know I'm all over the place. Back to the Dead Cells show. It does end on a cliffhanger. I thought they were gonna work in. They tried to work in the fact that he's collecting cells, but it's more like they're just collecting the boss cells from fighting the the Hand of the King characters. And they do. I don't know if this is a retcon, but it's just like they work in the Queen, spoiler, from the Bad Seed DLC, I think is what it is, from the game. And because the Hand of the King is just supposed to be a leftover dude from the crumbling like monarchy who took control of the king's dead body and is just kind of using it as a puppet, which is kind of what is happening in the show by like the 9th and 10th episode. But the headless guy beats the Hand of the King, and it turns out that was just the Queen the whole time, wearing like a suit. And the new lore that they show that I didn't actually pick up on from playing the game is that like a long time ago there was the King and the Queen. The headless guy in Dead Cells is the actual king of the place. I didn't say this in my actual playthrough, but he was the original king, and he asked the alchemist to put an experiment on him for immortality, but it backfired and turned both the king and the queen into like blobs. So they just started fighting each other because they were going crazy from living so long and having to be around each other for so long, and then that's how they became enemies. The queen wiped the memory of the king so that she could live. I guess they both could live in peace because they forgot about each other. Also, the queen wanted to rule the kingdom instead, and everybody's infected by malaise, so it's not worth saving in general. I don't know. But the king, the queen used to be the Hand of the King, or took over that part, and she tries to encapsulate the king and like trap him forever inside of something. That's what happens in the show, not so much the game. But that's a thing. And yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger. Like the collector wants Lara to use her new robot hand sword thing to kill the king so that she can take his cell and put him inside the hand so that the collector can do something. I don't know. So people are hoping for a season 2 just to like carry on this adaptation that they're doing. I guess I'll be down to see it too, just because I like the game and I'm invested in how they're adapting it. And I do want to see more familiar stuff from the game, like a weapon or some effect or mechanic from the game making it into the show or something. Should I Mickey evolve? How about yes? Wow. I feel like we're halfway there in this Delta episode. Oh shit, I should have attacked the camera up instead. Never mind. Boom. Oh my god. Well, bye Skarmory. Bye Aggron. Yee. Oh fuck, he has a sucker punch. But yeah, watching it kind of reminded me, you know, of the Cuphead show, which is I liked watching it. I don't know if it's like super good, but it is. I do feel a lot less disappointed because it is trying to tell its own version of the game's like lore story, whereas opposed to Cuphead show, I'm waiting for the bosses to come on screen and do things and watch them fight. Like those are 30-minute episodes and they filled it with like, kind of nothing. I just wanted to see like how the conflicts arise between those characters, and they don't. And there's like weird new original characters, kind of like the Dead Cells show, but it's just not as cool somehow to me, sadly. Like I always think about like the first or second episode or so with like the baby, and I was like, oh, is this their version of like the boss from the show? And it's like it's not tied to the devil at all or anything. In fact, like the problem with the Cuphead show is that it ends setting up the game. Like the whole thing was a prequel the whole time, and it's just like, what? Meanwhile, Dead Cells, the show, is just like adapting it like straight on. It's not like setting up before or after. It's just trying to add context to where there is none. Where Cuphead like didn't do that. I wanted to see. I was hoping like it would be more about like the devil setting up the contracts that Cuphead would have to take from people. You know, I kind of wanted to see that. Whoa, Xenia crushed a dimensional shifter in her hand. You know what makes her shady right here is that she complains to them that they're not trying a new idea. They come up with a solution, and she's like, no, you don't need that, because you're not having imagination. It's like, fuck you. You have no substantial proof, and yet you claim another world, just like our own exists. Oh, are they talking about the, they're talking about the original Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald world? You have destroyed our only hope. What have you done? Yeah, what the fuck is your problem? Farewell, brief hope. You do even know? Now what do we do? Calm down there, Professor. It'll be okay. We can protect this world and the other. Who exactly we? What are your intentions? Oh yeah, silly me. I forgot the other thing I came for. What? Oh yeah, so she's stealing everybody's keystones. I guess because they have the energy needed to create the Mega Rayquaza power. I don't fucking know. It's this part, I'm not gonna lie, is convoluted. She's stealing the keystones from people, and then she's criticizing the scientists, freaking out. They tried coming up with a solution just now, and she just destroys it and sets them back even further. Like, what the fuck is her deal? It's just dumb. Leader Maxie's keystone. Is she trying to steal it? No. Confound it all. She must be making for Team Magma's hideout. Oh my god. What do we do? What do we do? That's gonna be a cut? Okay, so now we're in the Magma base for some reason, because she wants to, I guess not for some reason. She does want to steal Maxie's keystone for some reason. By any chance, is he stronger than Maxie? I don't know. Let's find out. Is this another... I never got that item. I don't really want it. But... Gosh, golly gee. This part of the game would just be better if I wasn't running around circles and shit. Okay, so what? Oh, are we fighting trainers again under a certain context, a different context? Okay. That's fine with me. Okay, hold on. I was going down this path in the hideout, and it led me to here, and this chick says our leader's room isn't here. You're the second person to make this mistake. There is also a girl with a whisper. Like, okay, but they put this new guy. I just fought this guy. He had a new team, but it's like, why are they leading you down this path if it doesn't fucking take you to fucking the room? Like, I guess it's up to you to remember where the room is, but like, I don't. And it's really frustrating. Like, this is a post-game thing. Like, why would you even put like extra guys to fight just to waste your damn time? Like, ugh. Obviously, you're supposed to remember that it's through that dumb little maze. Okay, alright, the winner is Xenia. Leader Maxie, please compose yourself. Master, please control yourself. Master, please control yourself. The great Maxie has fallen to this woman. Whoa, Maxie, you don't have to put your misogyny in here. Like, okay, First of all, Maxie is a villain, but he doesn't have to be a misogynist, okay? Why does he have to also be that? It's bad enough that he also tried to, taking over the world with a legendary Pokemon was fine, but misogyny? Nah. Heaven forbid we let him be a bad guy. oh, what's this? Aren't you happy? Aren't you a happy girl? Asked her. Just what I expect of my daughter. We're so in sync. I don't know what she means by that or any of that. The in sync part, the daughter, the whisper part. I don't know about that. That's a surprisingly difficult question. I wouldn't become who I couldn't become who I was supposed to be. So what does that make me now? Whatever, right? Enough with this introspective and the soul searching. Enough with the depth. Enough with the character depth. I'm too quirky to have that. And then she farts in your face. And you there, Yumps. Don't just stand there like a stick in the mud. Come over and say hi. Could it be the child? Why are you here? Oh, Perry the Platypus, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious he's the hero, right? He's here to save the world again, but it looks like you're too late. And again, I like the idea of this post-game. If it's not going to be a remake of Emerald, just Ruby and Sapphire, I like the idea of adding, like, a post-game that is supposed to, like, make it feel like you just played Emerald, but it's I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. Just the whole running around, Zinnia's like weird, overly quirky, stupid character. The whole Draconid thing, Mega Quaza. I don't know about this. Yeah, you have to go to Sky Pillar now. Do you remember Sky Pillar? Of course you don't. You don't know you don't know nothing. What's going on here? Who does she think she is, messing up our base and then giving us a slip? That can never be forgiven. We still have those 2 Electrode in the corner there. You know about those, right? You know what they're gonna do. Now I see. Yes, it was not chance that brought you here now. Oh, it was not chance that brought you here now. This is a leader. Tabitha, give it to him. What did you say? Is that alright? Yes. The keystone has been stolen. The megastone will give me purpose. Acknowledged. Oh, I don't need that. I don't use shit megas. I tried building a team around Mega Camera once, and I had to use like a Trick Room team because it's too slow to use. And it has solid rock, which reduces super effective damage. Great. But it takes ×4 from water. And its defenses aren't high enough to survive stuff like ground. I think that's its only like ×2 weakness that can actually survive anything from. Everything else is like neutral damage. Just like, okay, great. One of your 2 weaknesses is like not as strong. But the water one, the main one, the big one, like that will kill you anyway. Great, cool. It should have a different ability. I do not have the power now to use Mega Evolution, so I entrust it to you now. I entrust it to blah 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 blah. I'm not going to use Mega Camrips. I'm sorry. Alright. Oh, the Intricol. Isn't that right? I never imagined. The Keystone, the Pillar, Sky Pillar, the Dragon People. I see, that's it. Let's go to this. Are you telling me to go to the Space Center again? Bro, you're not gonna believe this. It's go to Moss Deep again. Another thing, the places it makes you revisit are like the bitchiest to get out of. Like Meteor Falls was getting there with like how deep you have to go with like Waterfall and Surf, but like this, I can't even just like fly out of here or like use the shortcut. Can I use the escape rope at least? No, you can't use the escape rope to get out of here, even though it's technically a cave or dungeon or whatever. Like, I have to walk all the way back out, and I don't remember where the fucking shortcuts are. Ugh. Okay, it wasn't even that bad. Just had to go down a couple stairs and switches and step on some pads, and then you're out of there. But still, it was the very notion of making me go inside an inconvenient place like that. Anyway, gotta go back to Moss Deep. Isn't that great? Okay, I'm back. Yumps, I've been expecting you. Oh, you were, huh? Were ya? What are you gonna tell me? Oh, I told him. That's it. That woman, that Zinnia, she mentioned the Sky Pillar. Few can enter. Only the successor of the ancient world who know of what has been. The lore keepers. I guess is. Do you remember Wallace, who you met in Pseudopolis? Yes. What if I said no? I should have said no. Isn't that right? That's a relief. The gym leader of Pseudopolis. How could you forget a memorable gym leader? How could you? The gym leader of Pseudopolis, Wallace. You know how to undo the seal on Skypillar's entrance. He is also one of the few humans that have been inherited such ancient lore. Oh yeah, is Wallace a Draconid? It's weird because he uses water types. He's like, I don't fucking know or no dragons. I'm using water types. I'm using Walrein, the walrus. I guess that's why his name is Wallace, because it sounds like walrus and like water and Wallace, whatever. I am trying so hard to plow through this. I just want to get this over with at this point. You're making me go back and forth too much. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything new. Cause it's just feel like it's dragging itself out. Like, doesn't it? Like, making me go here and there, like previous points in the game. Nothing new is really happening. Oh, you're too kind, Master Wallace. Oh, no, you're too modest. Ha ha ha. Okay, guys, come on, get on with it. Now then. Welcome again to Pseudopolis, our new champion. Steven has told me everything. Do you wish to go to the Sky Pillar? It is true that the cave that leads to the Sky Pillar can only be opened by the hand of someone descended from ancient peoples. Or by one of the Draconids. Oh, see, okay, so there's the Draconids, and then whatever the fuck Wallace is. He's another new race of people, I guess. Who have also lived in Hoenn since ancient times. Sky Pillar is blah 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 blah. So when I went there was a lady guarding it. So is she just gonna let Zinnia in, probably knowing nothing about what she's been doing this whole time, like taking everybody's keystones and trying to awaken Rayquaza and all that shit? I shall go to the Sky Pillar first. When your preparations are complete, go to me. Yeah. I already went there. Because I thought you would be there, but you weren't. Okay, I finally made it after all this time. So I thought that, like, if you went to a route and you found a sign, you could fly to the route directly. You can't do that, but like, I don't know if it's because I didn't explore the whole route enough, but it wouldn't let me, and so I had to come here the whole way again. There was one more trial was happening. This is my duty as one of the ancient Pseudotopolians. As duty passed on to one of my former master. Wow, you're just mumbling at this point. You're not even saying words. Do you realize this now? I am trying to belt these out in rapid succession. I am ready for this game to be fucking done. I'm moving on to bigger and better things, as they say. So I'm fighting Wallace again. It's showing me his gym leader badge, but I'm not even gonna get it anyway. You're just nitpicking at this point. This is a big old whale. Look at him. He's big. I got Groody. Groody's here. Alright. Oh, well, I did put thunder. Yes. Yes. Go, my Pokemon. Yes. Oh, shit, dude. Oh. I can't get Pelipper out of my party because I need Surf to get over here. I'm not giving it on Swampert again. Alright, let's see how strong Grass Knot is. Yeah. Oh, come on, Pikachu. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, dude. You have disappointed me for the last time. Again! Alright, no, you can do it. You can do anything. Woo! Yeah. And I know for a fact that Wallace can't touch... You can't touch him. You can't touch Shedinja. Gyarados? What could Gyarados possibly do to Shedinja? Okay, I will have to use a move again. Oh, Crunch. I should have known it would have that. So it looks like I'm losing, but don't let looks deceive you. Milotic. Oh, fucking, what do you have Blizzard for? What you have Blizzard for? What you doing for? Well, it looks like you want me to use Swampert, so I guess I'm gonna use Swampert. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Mega Evolve. You do Power Punch. You go oink into the face. All right, now who you got? Who you got? Ludicolo? Give me him. Give me right now. Give me, give me that guy. Give me right now. Give me him. Earthquake. Yeah. Fun fact: you can use not very effective moves on Pokemon in Pokemon and be just fine. You don't always have to be neutral or what do you call it? Super effective. I did it. I beat Wallace again. And now I get a second water badge. As I have come to expect from you, Yums, you are an excellent Pokemon trainer. The Pokemon that you send out in battle is timed dancing as lightly as an exclusive frozen breeze. You strike blah blah blah. Honestly, blah. Just let me in. Ugh, I'm already at 40 minutes ago. I can't keep making these 45-minute videos, but it's hard.